In Stars in Time occasionally explores topics that some players might find upsetting, such as death, mental illness, and violence. Please watch with care. Hello everybody and welcome back to all my fellow procrastinators to another episode of In Stars in Time. I'm Ed from Decidedly Distracted, here as always joined by...
Juan?
Luna.
Okay.
Zifrin. You're up.
Here again. You'd like to make sure Mirabelle doesn't get upset, but is there any way to make this conversation go faster? Something like... Ooh, hey, yeah.
Oh.
It's not about doing a sleepover tonight.
Oh. I was actually just thinking about it. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'll let everyone know.
You're right.
You will let everyone know!
We don't have a moment to lose. But wait, do you know where everyone?
Talk to you later, Mira.
Okay.
You need to make sure Mirabelle knows how to shield all of you against the king. Tell her about the carrot method, whatever it is, so you should be able to cast it.
Oh, this makes so much sense.
Mirabelle learned the craft skill Adorable Moving Shield, so that's what that's supposed to look like normally. Again! You watch her go. Okay. So, real quick, there's something I need to do, apparently. Because I was looking over comments from the shorts for this, and someone brought up a thing. You grip the coin tightly between your fingers.
What?
You think about the incident.
The incident?
You grip the coin tightly between your fingers. Flip the coin in the air a few times.
Are we fishing for a specific thing?
You think about the incident. Is it just so that we coin in the air a few times? Air a few times. I think that might just be it. 1 second. Because apparently there's a thing we can do. Having done this a few times. Favorite tree. You should talk to Isabeau first. Oh, right. Isabeau is here, probably wondering what favorite asked the tree. Isa!
Civ. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I get it. Anyway, I was just looking at the favorite tree. Isn't this tree cool?
Cue joke? Yeah, it is.
Glad you agree.
Stop here. No, you... Okay, thankfully this is still the same. You have to keep some sort of routine to stay sane, and if always making the joke is how, so be it.
Aww.
Yay.
Yeah.
We both laugh. Laughing uproariously, he raises his hand toward your shoulder. You get it now. This is him. Trying to touch you. You freeze. Hand is in the air, and goes closer, closer. His hand abruptly stops above your shoulder and goes back to his side.
That was funny. I'm gonna go so you can do your thing with the tree.
Nope, nothing yet, because we can't help you until we've helped everyone else.
Yeah.
Yay. Hey, Stardust, can I help you on this wonderful new loop? Let's talk about something. Sure, what do you want to talk about? The king really likes stars. He sure does. And you're... I'm what? You gesture towards Loop. You just gestured to all of me! Say what you mean, Stardust. Well, here goes. Do you control the king? Control him? I wish. Alright, but... Are you working with him then? Ew, no. Okay, last question. Do you also want everything frozen in time? Sometimes? Sometime? And what? Just because the king likes stars and I have a star head means we have to be friends somehow? Don't you like stars too? It's complicated? Exactly! Cool. Alright. See you later, Stardust.
What do you mean sometimes, Loop?
To be fair, we would. Some of us, like everybody, has at least one moment in their life which they wish they could just spend forever in.
You roll the coin around in your pocket. Are you rolling that coin again? You kept it this whole time. It's just pathetic now. Oh, thanks, Stardust. Show Loop a souvenir.
Wait.
Hey,
does that mean he
Stardust, how can I open this wonderful new loop?
Wait. Does that mean he can react to other souvenirs?
I think this is the only one we can really have before that point. Actually, hold on.
I mean, there's the pass.
If I keep doing it in front of Loop, does something happen?
Just the one time.
Okay, guess that's it.
I bet you it's probably different interactions for different souvenirs. Also, we get a bakery.
Oh yeah.
Before we get too far, let's get that family tale.
Hey, want to buy something? Show your only silver coin. One of those you can get a third of a pastry. But aren't you one of the saviors? Travel with little Mirabelle? Don't worry about a thing then. Can I get you anything on the house? Wait. He offered you a croissant last time, didn't he? No, no, no! You have to ask for a pan au chocolat, quick! Do you have any pans on chocolate? Sure, but I'm actually known for my delicious buttery croissants if you want one instead. No, you frown. Incredible, incredible. Look at this. Yep. You got a pen on chocolate? You don't even think about keeping it for later and devour the pen. 2 bites. You're still hungry.
He has one hell of
Good
an
luck
appetite.
tomorrow. Okay. I usually let her in here. Did many dangerous things. She says it's her dream to work with me in the Bulgari, and she might not be able to. Cool. Okay, same thing.
Try talking to the girl?
Welcome.
Or maybe look around? We know it's here.
Oh, wait, no, I know what we have to do. Nope, that door's locked. Leave the door alone. I just have to tell you about it. Odile. Oh, Siffrin, you look rested. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, how can I help you? Anything I can help you with? Do I need help with anything? You this will, Siffrin? You're genuinely. Well...
Hey, Edge, your mic did a little bit of a fucky-wucky
You
there.
still doing a thing?
Where you go all sound like you're talking through a fan? Yeah.
Okay, how's that?
Better.
Okay. Leave a certain type of book. Not a specific book. It's type of book called a family tale.
No, you're back to not being.
Why are you doing this to me? What have I done to you? You
exist,
bitch
apparently.
of an audio equipment. A book called The Family Tale. Have you heard of those? I've heard the Bulgari has one of those. What? 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 Huh? Really? He doesn't seem to know how to react. He's going to repeat the words over and over. Different? Please come with me to ask him if I can borrow it. It might take some time. Make sure you have time to help. I have time now. Might as well.
Yeah. Whatever you're doing it's not helping. Like there's a crackle and everything.
Why? You know what? Okay. I have unplugged my mic and then plugged it back in.
You sound good for now.
Worst case, I have to unplug the USB and plug that back in. I just hope that doesn't fuck something up. Anyways, I feel like this is probably going to mean we do this one thing and that's it.
Well, who knows?
I have time now.
May as well, though. Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go then. You and Odile are now hanging out. You should head to the Bulgari. Hey there. Hello. We've heard you may have a family tale? A family tale? Of a family called Pepperas. If you'd be okay with it, I'd like to borrow it for a little bit. Ah, the one I borrowed from my girl before the house froze. I'm not a very good writer. So I figured reading another one would give me some inspiration for stories to tell my little girl. Do you have it still? I do not. What? Do you know Antoine, maybe? He lives at the east of town, in the house with no flowers. As if he could borrow it. They knew the Paperist family, you see. Couldn't really refuse. Paperist family died only a few years back, after all. Well, that sucks. Do you know if he still has it now? I don't see why he wouldn't. I have a sudden bad feeling about this. House to the east of the village with no flowers, huh? Looks like we should go pay them a visit. This feels like it's gonna be a thing.
Well, we won't know if it's a thing until we try.
House with no flowers.
Flowers. Flowers. No flowers?
Hello. Antoine, is it? That sure is me. And you two are the saviors, aren't you? Thank you for all you're doing. Best of luck for tomorrow. Thank you. We had a favor to ask. Could we borrow the family tale you possess? For an hour, maybe? Oh, the Paperist family tale. I know this means a lot to you, so... Oh, no, that's not the problem. I'd be happy to lend it to you, but, well... I think one of the kids next door stole it from me. What? What?
What?
Oh, I'm not saying they're bad kids. They're very nice kids. Very nice. They just, well, you know, the three kids outside. A few weeks ago, they passed by and helped me cook some things, and, well, the book is gone now. So, sounds like we should talk to those kids.
It sounds like it's time to punt a little shit in the river.
We'll get that book, Odile. Let's just go, alright? Kids. Milk Kid with a small hat looks at you from their rock throne. Adults? What'd you want? Siffrin, you handle this. Why you? Why me? You're closer to being a kid than I am. Good luck. Okay. Do you know about... Which one of you stole... Oh, this is off to a good start.
I don't think jumping to an accusation is a great idea.
Do you know about family tales? Yeah? What kind of adult doesn't know about family tales? You stupid? Man, and you can't ask adults if they're stupid. Can't I? Look at him! They're short, and their hat looks unbrushed. And they look like they haven't slept in weeks. And that hat definitely looks stupid and not cool. Siffrin, this kid is destroying you. Do something. On principle, you don't get into fights with kids. What to say? Anyway, do you know about a Paperist family tale? Man, I think he's asking about... Shut up! I got this. No kid looks at you as disdainfully as they can. Which is a lot. What if we do? We'd like to borrow it? Trade. A trade! A trade! We have something you do not. Knowledge. Offer us something in exchange. I have a pun. The ultimate knowledge.
The knowledge for knowledge.
A pun. Better be the best pun I've ever heard. How do you keep a wizard in suspense? Kid leans a little bit toward you, interested. I don't know. How? I'll tell you tomorrow. What? That's not the deal. Tell me... Kid's eyes grow wide, speechless. Manon, the wizard-looking adult, he said, they said you're a wizard, man. I just know you just said it because it's part of the joke, and I know I'm not a real wizard because wizards aren't real, but I felt something just now. I'll do whatever you ask. We only need the book. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Man doesn't have the book anymore.
Oh my god.
What? Listen, Charlene was being really annoying about wanting it, so I gave it to her so she'd stop crying, okay? Who's Charlene? Charlene Choquette? The what? Huh? You can't help but laugh. Look at the old lady's face. Siffrin! You jump. We are going. You nod rapidly and follow. Bye, adults!
Oh
Let's play again soon!
Odile is about to turn this entire town into a crater over this book.
He is so done.
I love this.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello. What? Hey. Please do not scare my daughter, madame. Get in front of Odile and smile at the girl. Hi. Hi. We've heard you got a cool book. A book? Oh, yes! From Manon. Manon is so nice. She gave me the book. The book with the nice stories. Dad was reading it, and now it's mine, and I can read it all by myself. But it's boring. I want another book, Papa. Wait, which book are you talking about, Charlene? This one! She shows you all the book with paper as Family Tale written across it. I'm so sorry. It's fine. You got the paper as Family Tale. Finally. You both find a nice silent place to talk. I can't believe this took this long, but finally. Odile looks at the closed Family Tale book intently. Aren't you gonna read it? I said I could keep it until I have to leave Dormont, so I have time, but... She's still looking at it. Family Tale book you spent so much time trying to find. Seems important to her, but why? Is it related to your research? Sorry, what? The book. Is it related to your research? Well, I suppose I've kept it secret long enough. Don't tell Isabelle, alright? There is no research. I'm not researching anything. Huh? Sorry for not saying anything. Isabelle said I must be researching something, since I was a traveler here in Vogard, and it felt easier to not say anything. So then, why did I leave Kaboo? Travel for years, all to find myself in Vogard, if not for some intellectual pursuit? Well, I'm actually here in Vogard to find out more about myself. I suppose it's not very apparent to you, but my mother was Vogardian. Oh. I lived my whole life in Kaboo. My father was Kabooan, and my mother Vogardian. I have no idea how they met. He never told me, but all I know is that she never wanted a child. She left very early in my childhood, and I never saw her again. Good riddance, if you ask me. But she left. I didn't leave anything behind. No pictures, no letter, no family history. But what does it matter, right? My father was a good man, and Kaboo is my home. I used to think I didn't need to know about my history, about Vogard. Still, a part of me was curious. And one day, a few years ago, a Vogardian merchant showed me her wares. And this book that she wouldn't let go of. A book of tales written by her whole family. A family tale. And she explained family tales to me. Generations of Vogardian parents writing stories for their children and writing them down in books. So you would end up with stories written by an entire lineage. And she was explaining the way the book was written, the rules of this particular way of telling stories, how friendly families shared their stories with each other, and how it had been done for generations. How it brought her closer to her family, her ancestors, her culture. And while she was explaining all this to me, she suddenly stopped, and I was surprised to find out she stopped because I was crying. I didn't even realize it, because I wanted this. This connection that she had to a history that was also supposed to be mine. But it was stolen from me because my mother left. And I've never had a link to this culture. Ever. Unless I went there. So this is why. So I traveled to Vogard. And, well, the king took over shortly after I arrived, which did make things more difficult. But during my travels with you all, I got to know many Vogardians and see many Vogardian cities. I got to learn more about the country, its culture, its faith, its people. And I look and I learn, and this is the country my mother came from. It's half of me, but still, even now that I'm here in Vogard, I feel no connection to it whatsoever. I don't recognize myself here. Isn't that strange? Half of me should be from here, isn't it? Shouldn't I see something of myself here in the place that my mother came from? Shouldn't it be like looking in a mirror? Like a revelation? Shouldn't I see how Vogardian people act, how they think, and be able to say, ah, so this is why I'm like this? Shouldn't I be able to call this place mine? But I can't. And it feels awful, like my roots have been cut off without my consent. Like my mother stole it from me. Like I really don't belong anywhere. But this is why I'm here still. To know as much as I can about this country, and in the meantime, find out if it'll make me find out more about myself. And I did find out more about myself during this journey, so I'm glad. It is an interesting question, is it not? How much do you carry of your country, of a culture that should have been yours but wasn't? It may not seem so to you, but to Kaboo, my features are foreign. Just small things, my hair being slightly too thick, my brows too thin, enough for me to look different here. I am other. So, what about Vogardians? Would they see me as one of theirs? Would I find myself in them? After coming here, I found out that no, of course not. Why would I? I've never been here before this journey. But at the same time, I am not the only one who is other. In fact, Vogard is filled with people who also come from other lands. Vogard welcomes people from all over the world, after all. So even if I did not find someone like me, I have found Vogard to be full of people that are similar to me. And I'm very grateful for that. Odile is half Vogardian. Never knew. Traveled halfway across the world to find out more about herself. Trying to see if she'd find herself in a country she has no memory of. What about you, Siffrin? Are you finding more about yourself in Vogard? Huh? What do you mean? Well, you didn't grow up in Vogard either, right? Do you have roots here? Or were you just passing through? Huh. My apologies. Forget I asked. And say anything. You didn't need to. Your face said it all. Just because I'm telling you personal facts about myself doesn't mean you need to tell me anything in return. It was wrong of me to ask. We can forget about it. She goes back to looking at the Family Tales cover. She'll probably be fine leaving it here, just bearing her story to you and nothing else, but you... I don't remember much about where I'm from. Odile turns to look at you. Huh. Were you too small when you left, or was it because there was nothing worth remembering? Everything was worth remembering. Neither. But I can relate to you. Trying to find pieces of yourself wherever you can. Trying to find where you belong. Trying to find how your roots might have shaped you. Which parts of you created and which parts already were. You nod. But you know you're not only made of where you're from, right? If that was the case, everyone in Kaboo would be the exact same, and everyone in Vogard would be the exact same. Where you're from matters, yes, but it's not the only thing that makes you you. That's what I realized during this journey, Siffrin. I'm Kabooan and Vogardian, in ways I do and don't realize. And I am also myself. One might say that's more important than being Kabooan and Vogardian, wouldn't you agree? I do. That's interesting. I feel so much lighter now. Guess you found a family tale?
Dumbass.
Yes! And also because we talked, Siffrin. Oh! Ha! Thank you for listening to me, Siffrin. You blush and nod. Hey! Let's go. Now get out of here. I have a family tale to read before we all meet for a sleepover. We'll talk later. Go have fun. Odile smiles at you mischievously. You got a memory of Secret Quest! You'll always remember this. When equipped, Memory of Secret Quest boosts all of your researcher stats by 30!
Oh,
Oh!
okay.
So it's not just
Wow.
plot. It's just...
Your researcher also learned the skill Craft Book Alpha is amazingly strong. When used, it makes an enemy weaker to all craft types for a few turns.
Oh, fuck, Odile is cracked.
It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it once when you and your researcher have had this exact conversation.
What the? Oh!
You only
This
be
is
able to
the-
use it when
the
you and your researcher have had
win
this
button.
exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Remember that, okay?
It's just
Get
like
up
with
and
the
leave.
knife.
Yep. Get up and leave waving
That's-
goodbye.
That's fair.
That's
That's
fair.
fair to have that
This is-
locked. Where
this-
just like,
Is this like is this like the Magnum from the Resident Evil game, so you save it for like the final boss?
Also, can I just say,
So I will note, the 30 to stats is from Secret Quests.
yep.
I'm gonna equip. Auto attack speed up? No, you're taking this.
And can I just say, like, I'm gonna be honest. Of all of the characters, I initially kind of thought that Odile was the weakest. But like, boy,
What?
has Odile become like so much more interesting now.
Odile was
Knowing
always the
her
most
move.
versatile.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just to me as like one of the, like I love the sarcasm. I was there for that the entire time, but like with not really knowing much about her.
Oh, you meant as a character.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I loved her.
Yeah, like Odile as a character, you didn't really get much to because she's always, you know, holding all of her cards to her chest. So it's just like keeping everything secret and stuff. Just being that dry wit that this party needs.
No
But now understanding that she also has this codependency that they've all formed together is like, ooh.
It's an emotional gut punch.
So,
It's so good.
It
we
is,
can
yeah.
talk to Mirabelle
Oh yeah, we need to
because
talk
we
to
looked,
her.
we found the papers in her bedroom.
Yeah, let's try
So-
speaking to her.
yep, so let's do this. Mirabelle is here, sitting on a bench and looking at papers.
Hi, Sifrin. Do you need anything?
Questions. So, which
So
one
which
will you
one will you-
choose?
Huh? Sorry?
You pointed her pile of papers.
What?
Wait, hold on! That's the battle music!
It's the battle music.
What? How? What do you know? Answer me!
She has her hand on her rapier. You're choosing someone for something, right? It seems important. Maybe I can help?
Hmm. I suppose you must have more experience than I do.
I'm so confused.
All right. I would like your help if you'll give it.
Experience? Sure.
Ask the amnesiacs about their experience. Genius idea, Mirabelle.
Thank you, Sifrin. But, this might take some time. So, make sure you have time.
I
we
have
have time.
time now.
That only took like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
we'll have enough time to do this one.
And that'll
Honestly,
round up.
that'll round out the episode, and then we can do the next episode for Bonnie and Isabeau at that point, or whatever Isabeau needs our help
Assuming
with.
we can guess.
Yeah. To be fair, we know the last one is not the fritters, and it's not the other thing we just did, which was, if I
fair.
recall right,
What were
Oh, it was. So her last one was the burnt masalas.
the samosas.
Or the samosas, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's,
I think they were
so
samosas. I
it's
could be wrong.
rice, pineapple, samosas.
Anyways,
Okay. Okay, how to do this? Sit down next to me, maybe?
you sit down. Now, please explain what you mean by all of this. Mirabelle looks at you without saying a word. She looks worried. Maybe you should take the lead? So, what are those papers? Really?
Oh.
I hope this is what I think it's going to be.
Bonding proposals?
That's not expected!
Bonding? Like, when you promise to stay with someone forever? Is Mirabelle looking for a partner?
No, wait, that's not exactly it. But please stop looking at me. It's more like dating. Dating profiles.
Oh my god, is she trying to set up, like...
Fucking OK Cupid in paper form. God damn it.
I'm not thinking about being bonded yet.
Dating? You didn't think Mirabelle cared about that. You're still confused. Also, I'm
Alright.
sorry. We have experience with this?
To be fair,
What?
she doesn't know what we know. It's just
The fact she thinks
Siffrin
we've
is-
dated is very highly of us.
Yes, well, Siffrin is just worldly. Let's put it that way because it's polite.
Alright. Well, before this all started with the king, I decided I wanted to try to date someone. And so I asked the dating company, and they gave me a bunch of folders of people that I could meet and that I could date.
Oh my god.
You know I made the joke, but like the fact that this is fucking spot on now, I don't like this.
But I haven't gone through it yet. So I figured I could at least get that done today. And look through all of them and make a list of people I could see myself dating. And I suppose I need help. I'm choosing someone I could spend the rest of my life with.
Picking up all the papers, tearing them down the middle. No.
Me.
So I'd appreciate another pair of eyes. Or, just the one eye. As long as it's not my two eyes looking at this.
Oh.
And also, I need a distraction from tomorrow very badly. So I figured I'd replace my anxiety about our possible defeat with,
With a different anxiety.
this.
Oh. Choosing someone to date is a little out of your comfort zone, but you think you can try and find someone who would fit Mirabelle? Maybe. Let's have a look, then.
Alright. I have a few profiles right here.
She removes an immense folder out of her dress pocket. Was she carrying it with her throughout your entire journey?
Here's a few of them.
A few?
So, you can go first. And tell me what you think. And I'll go after. Well, tell me what you think about him.
She shows you the file of a strong, buff-looking man. Is that Mirabelle's type? We have one of those at home! I'm saying that.
Yeah. What? Do you mean it's a bit? Ew, you're right.
Is that worth an ew? Either way, sounds like masculine people aren't her type. Probably. Maybe she would like someone more feminine? Do you have someone more feminine looking? She looks through her files.
How about her?
Shows you the profile of a gentle looking lady. She looks like you. That's basically F.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew, you're right.
Is that worth an ew? So, well, not into feminine people either, apparently. What kind of person are you into, then?
Oh, I don't have a type.
Mirabelle.
I like all kinds of people equally.
But if you had to choose...
Ah, someone nice
You nod.
and someone pretty
You nod.
and someone who likes me.
You don't nod. Mira.
No. Wait. Let me think a bit more. I want someone who
She thinks for an awfully long time.
Why do I feel like this is just gonna go right back to the fact that she just wants to bang her roommate?
Aw.
Well,
What about you then? What kind of person are you into, Sifrin?
think about how to answer this for an awfully long time, but then catch yourself. Wait, are you just gonna copy my answers?
No.
Yes.
Okay, fine. You got me, Sifrin. I'm not interested in that dating stuff.
Oh, that makes sense. But then why... So then, why worry about it?
You know, Sifrin, the change belief is very, very important to me. It's all around changing. Changing with a capital C. Bettering yourself. Becoming a better, different person. And one of the ways to change is to try new things, you know? That's part of the reason the house offers so many different classes. And so I'm trying. I'm trying new things. And some are fun and fulfilling and easy. But you can't just go and only try new, easy things, can you? Sometimes I have to try scary new things.
Have you considered dating a horror movie villain?
That's a brilliant
Or the-
idea,
Or the
Sifrin.
fact that you should do things that you're also interested in. If you have no interest in something, it's gonna be a bad time.
Things that make me uncomfortable. Things I don't want to do at all.
Things she doesn't want to do? Like... dating.
Yes, like dating. But you know, romantic love is one of the biggest ways to change. It's supposed to change you, to bring you new experiences, and so I have to do it, right? To be a good housemaiden, I have to do it. Today, I have to love someone in a romantic way. I
don't like this. I don't like this line of thinking at all.
do things with them. Is Mira just aromantic?
I think...
I think her I don't even think that. I think her problem is she is too obsessed with the letter of the law of her religion.
I think it's
Oh, this-
both.
It could be both as
Which
well.
is the problem.
Yeah.
It's very much the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Ah!
my point stated.
I have to bond with them, I have to sleep with them, I have to have children with them, I have to love them in this very specific way. And
Is anyone else uncomfy with this line of thinking?
Yes.
Or is it just me?
not
Okay,
just
good.
you. And
And you don't want to.
and I don't want to. I don't want to do it, Sifrin. Not at all! Dating, the idea of being in a romantic relationship, of being with someone like that, I hate thinking about it. I hate the idea of it. I really do. The idea of it alone is just awful for me to think about. I can't love someone like that. In the way I should love them, it never happened, and I don't think it ever will. And I need this to change, don't I?
No.
Oh, stars, this is heavy. You're not sure what to say? Maybe, well, why do you need to change?
Because I have to, Sifrin. I'm a house maiden. And I love it. I love helping people, getting to know them. I love learning new things. I love it all. But I have to change in that way too. I wish I could just not do it. Not be with someone that way. But, Sifrin, there is such a pressure to force us to do that. And not only that, there's such intense pressure to force us to change. We have yearly festivals all around showing yourself as a new person for crap's sake. Most house maidens have completely changed at least once, and I haven't. Isabu isn't even a house maiden, and he's changed. And I haven't. And I don't want to change. I'm happy with who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with the idea of not being with anyone. I'm comfortable with the idea of staying the same forever. But we have to change and bring new things into our lives and change clothes and hairstyles and even part of our personalities to appeal to a deity that
doesn't do fuck all.
that I don't know if they understand that sometimes I'd just like to stay the same. Oh, maybe they do. Maybe that's why they haven't. And now I have a list of people that I could meet so that I can fall in love with them, which I can't do. And do things with them, which I will never, ever want to do. All so I can change. And it makes me feel like a mistake. That I must be broken for not being able to want these things. Because everyone else can.
Well, I don't know about the romantic part, but I don't want to do things with people either.
Oh? Why not?
It's weird, right?
But laying it on thick there, Sifrin.
He's not landing on anything. That's the point of this conversation.
Poor Isabu, huh?
Do you really think that Isabu wouldn't just prefer to be the little spoon?
Yes.
Mirabelle takes hold of your hands. You jump a little, but she doesn't notice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just weird. And gross. It's awful. I don't want it at all. Oh, Sifrin. Sifrin! You mean it? You really mean it? You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Ah, what a relief. To have someone who understands this, at least. But it doesn't fix anything. I need to change. Dating. It's part of it, so...
Mirabelle sighs.
Different. I know you don't follow the change belief, but... Do you have something like this? Something that brings you joy and community and faith? But some other parts you don't know how to follow? Some other parts you don't know what to do with? Some other parts just bring you grief?
Something that brings you joy and grief. You think about the stars. It's more complicated than that for me, but... Yeah, I have something like that.
So you do, too. How do you deal with it, then?
Well, judging by how we've handled the loops, poorly!
To be fair, his
You don't! I just try not to think about things that bother me in general.
Avoidance, huh? That feels... a little too cowardly for me.
Ouch.
I mean... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say...
You laugh. You know she didn't mean it that way. Of course not. You know, Mirabelle had these feelings towards the change belief. She always seems so passionate about it. The belief she loves so much is also the same belief that forces her into a box she doesn't want to be in. Why doesn't she leave it behind then? I suppose it's not that simple. I don't know anything about your belief, but... You can always game the system, right?
Game the system?
Change things by deciding not to change? If everyone changes in that way, then you'll change by not changing in that way. There's more than one way to become a better person, right?
Changing
changing how you change.
by deciding not to change.
I mean, you haven't come out as Ace. You could just say, I've decided I'm changing into not of that.
Different. That's not how it works.
No one needs to know.
Change myself by deciding not to change.
Sounds challenging and fun to me. Right now, you mean it.
It does. It does sound challenging and fun.
There it is.
There's the CG.
Mirabelle smiles at you brightly. You smile back.
Thank you, Sifrin. Thank you.
Now I have to decide which one I'm using for the thumbnail.
Why not both?
If
Why
I can
not
fit
both?
them both.
Scale it right.
I mean, you could just like do a slash in the screen and have one in the top left, one bottom right, or something.
Yeah.
We'll
in
figure
the
it out.
corners.
Anyways.
Thank you for talking with me.
Hey.
Oh. Look at the time. You probably had other things to do, didn't you? Go, go. Don't let me keep you. I need to be alone for a little bit. I have a lot to think about. I'll see you later, okay?
You got a memory of faith. You'll always remember this. When equipped, Memory of Faith boosts all your housemaiden stats by 30. Wow! Your housemate also learned the skill Holy Care Shield. Holy Care Shield is amazingly strong. When used, it creates a shield that makes everyone invulnerable to attacks for 1 turn. It's so strong, you'll only be able to use it when you and your housemate have had this exact conversation. So if you look back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Remember that, okay? You nod to Mirabelle. You wave goodbye.
It doesn't say it's limited to only being used once, does it?
Yep. I think it's still the same also for Companion Quest. Hang out with Mirabelle.
So I would like to paraphrase a meme, because I feel like it is accurate for at least my personal opinion about Vogardian culture. The king did nothing
new
wrong.
Blessing. Touch the statue you like the most and close your eye. You breathe in and out. Crouching down, you whisper to the statue and ask, we did speed, let's do protection. You whisper protection, protection, protection. You want you and your eyes to be protected to survive. It's what you want. You actually feel a little stronger. Pinch yourself. Barely hurts. Got boosted. Close your single eye. Okay.
Fuck, I need a drink after that.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people will understand that reference. I hope it's a not insignificant amount. But yeah, burned this bitch to the ground. I do not agree with this culture at all.
Yeah.
The king did nothing wrong.
Griffith did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Magnus did nothing wrong.
You remember. Oh!
Oh, here we go!
I knew it! Oh, that looks like an achievement trying to load in that's not right now. Before you became stuck in time, you passed through a little town for supplies. Everyone had things to do, but you were stupidly hungry, you could barely think, so you stopped at a Bulgari nearby. Bulgar was an old man, but strong. Looked like he woke up smiling every day, even then, with the threat of the king looming over everyone. Wordlessly, you pointed at Croissant, showing some coins. Silently smiling, he got you your pastry, took your money, gave you 1 silver piece of money back. You both said thank you at the same time, and you both froze. Apart from Isa and Mira, who have the same accent, you all have very different ways of speaking the same language. Makes sense, as you all come from different places. Through your travels, you met a lot of people with Mira and Isa's Vogardian accent, a few with Bonnie's coastal accent, and even fewer with Odile's Kabuan accent, but your accent stayed unique, foreign. The Bulgar's accent was the same as yours. Without breaking eye contact, the old man grabbed your arm. His eyes were stunned, fearful, hopeful, and he said, "Young one, where are you from?" And you couldn't answer. There was no way you could answer. How could you answer? Did he know? Did he remember? Could he answer? Was he asking you, taunting you? Could he remember the lights still? The shapes they cut in the darkness? Their stories? Did they beat in his chest still? Were they still warming up his heart? Could he speak them and everything into existence? Could he say it? Let the words out? Did he remember? Did he remember? Did he remember? Did he remember?
I don't like this.
You left the Bulgari running. You could see the night sky dotted with lights, but your chest was empty. When you ran back, the thought about how you'll always forget about the things you love. It's an immutable fact. But you don't want to forget about your allies ever. 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 No matter what, you'd make sure that you would always remember. You ate the croissant when you got back to everyone else. It didn't taste like anything. I think that's a good place to leave this off on for now.
I need to buffer from that, because boy, are there red flags.
That is a lot like that.
To Ivory Wizard, thank you for making sure I saw that.
Thank you for the traumatizing cutscene. It was delightful.
Next time, I'm gonna talk to Loop, because that's now apparently something I can do. With all that said, thank you all so much for watching this episode of In Stars in Time. We'll see you all next time. Jana!